Uh, Hi. So, this was a video I was hoping not to have to make. So, Viscerafest is coming out in April, whether we like it or not. And that's predominantly due to an agreement we have established with our publisher at this point in time. That's something of an unshiftable date, and there's not really anything at this point in time we can do to change that. And the reason why I say that's unfortunate is because the game is not going to be done. Now, for the most part, the vast majority of the game's content is going to be pretty close to final. There might be one or two things that kind of slip through the cracks, but the vast majority of what's not going to be finished will be pretty minor stuff that we'll be able to easily address in a patch. Um, the reason why I'm making this video is predominantly because of the big thing that's not going to be done in time for release, and that is the game's sound. So, for a bit of context, Michael Markey, who's our lead sound designer, uh, he has been going through hell. Uh, Last year, he was getting ready to move into a new place. And in the midst of moving into that new place, he found out that there was a professional squatter living at his place of residence. And this meant that he was caught up in legal battles for several months to get the individual out of where he was moving into. Following this, uh, the California wildfires happened, or I'm not sure what we're calling them, but the fires in California, and he lives in California. Uh, so you can imagine that might be a little bit of a problem. Uh, and then following that catastrophe, he now has torn a ligament in his wrist, if I remember correctly, which means that work has been pretty slow going, if it's been going at all, as far as the game's sound is concerned. To give you an idea of why that's a problem, we are currently missing upwards of 150 sounds for Viscerafest. This includes enemy sounds, this includes boss sounds, this includes environmental sounds, this includes sounds that would ordinarily accompany scripted sequences. This includes sounds for cutscenes and sounds for basic dialogue, uh, meaning it's very likely that Viscerafest could be launching without audio for several of the final cutscenes in the game. Uh, which I'm sure you can imagine is a little bit of a problem. We've had to drag in another sound designer in order to try to help us get at least some of the sound done at this point in time. But unfortunately, I think it's a little too late in the process for us to adequately address this problem. There's not really much we can do at this point. Uh, Whether we like it or not, Viscerafest is going to be launching with a lot of missing audio, like an absolute crap ton of missing audio, and I really don't think there's anything we can do about that. Um, which is unfortunate. Uh, we are, I mean, post launch, we'll be doing everything we can to get the missing audio in as quickly as possible. Uh, you know, we'll, like, we're not gonna just drop the game and leave it at that. Uh, in tandem with this, we have a lot of post launch plans as far as what I would like to do with the game after it releases. We have a big New Game Plus mode I'm planning to add. We have there's some unlockable bonus levels that we originally intended to launch with, but when our publisher came on board, uh, they basically forced us to cut that stuff and move it to post launch. Um, in We also have stuff is a little bit more iffy, but I'm hoping to add basically a mini campaign post launch that will be free update for the game. Uh, so we're definitely not just going to drop an unfinished game and leave it at that. Uh, but I want to be fully transparent with everyone on what's going on. Uh, if I There are some things legally I can't discuss, uh, as far as our publisher and our relationship with them goes as of right now. Uh, yeah, that's about where we are at, unfortunately. Uh, I imagine some of the audio will be done in time for release, but there's just no way that everything is going to be done. Uh, so we'll be doing our best to keep everyone in the loop. Uh, yeah, I'm just so tired. I'm just at a point uh, where uh, I'm just kind of defeated. I Yeah. So that's about all I really have to say. Uh, we'll be doing our best. Uh, and yeah. So we'll be trying to keep everybody in the loop. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. We really hope that you end up enjoying the full game when it's actually finished. And yeah, we hope you have a good day.